From the iHeartMedia studios in St. Louis Park, it's the Power Trip After Party with Corey Cove.
That's it?
Paul Meat Sauce Lambert.
You paused.
What, Zach?
And musical guest Chris Hockey.
Play some music.
And I'm
Hawk.
Zach Halverson. Now, here's Corey.
Do you think you would like to be Don Pardo or now Daryl Hammond and be the voice of Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, it probably pays well and it's minimal effort.
That's a good question. I wonder what Daryl Hammond makes a year for being the voice of Saturday Night Live.
I bet it's
question.
decent. Yeah.
Is it
I bet
union?
it's a shitload, and I bet he gets some residuals from all the rebroadcasts too.
I wonder.
Yeah,
Good point.
yeah, man, ain't a bad gig, I bet.
And I think he does a fine job. But, man, SNL with Don Pardo back in the day, musical guest. It was so, like, dramatic and
was
over the
perfect.
top. It was
perfect.
cartoonish.
Yeah, it was
And
perfect.
I think it was, did I hear Jimmy Fallon, somebody on a podcast in the last couple of weeks say that was absolutely his voice. That wasn't exaggerated for TV. Like, if you ran him into him in the hallway, he'd be like, "How was your day?" Like, that's just how he talked.
Jesus.
Which is crazy because
Yeah.
it sounded like he was doing a bit just to make a living. But I guess that's just who he was. It's a little bit like Common, right? People ask if Common's like that 24 hours a day, and we go, yeah. That's how he talks all day long. And I guess Don Pardo was the same way. And that was the end of my
R.I.P.
Don Pardo story.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Donnie P. Yeah, that has to be one of the better jobs, right? I mean,
Yeah, that or the movie trailer guy. That's got to pay well.
Don LaFontaine, I think
Is that his name?
I think so.
In
yeah.
a world. I
Is he
think
still
he's
with
is he
us?
dead?
I don't know. But again, if he does die, then Pablo Francisco's
Yeah.
going to take over for him.
God,
because
Pablo Francisco's brilliant.
his movie trailer bit is
yeah, A+.
He's from
elite
Duluth?
comedy.
I didn't know he was from Duluth. Yeah, he is dead, by the way.
Who is?
The In a World.
That guy's dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
That
he
guy's so good.
grew up
Yeah.
in Duluth.
Oh,
Went to
great. He can
Duluth
take that
Central.
light rail. I mean,
Damn.
he's dead now.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
You guys
he's
think
dead.
it's going to work? I heard Common and Rosie and tend to be arguing about it. You guys think that couple $100 million rail from Minneapolis to Duluth
I would do it.
stops in what, Coon Rapids, Hinckley, and
Elk River.
Elk River?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, especially for if you're a student coming down from
Yeah.
to come home from UMD or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and Duluth's sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there's enough call for it or not, but I guess we're going to find out. The more trains, the better, right?
I guess, yeah. And I heard the comeback, obviously, that what about all the people from Duluth that want to just visit the cities but don't want to drive
Yeah.
or can't afford to drive?
Yeah.
I get it. I
I
think,
think it'd work great.
the opposite's interesting. All right, if you take the train to Duluth and then don't have a car, you either have to walk everywhere or Uber. So it's like, how much money are you saving?
Yeah.
Right? And the ticket prices sound like they're going to be not super cheap.
Huh.
Right, $35 away or $35 per person.
That's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
you
it's
figure how
cheaper.
much gas costs,
But I could
cheaper to
sleep.
drive.
Yeah.
No, it's not cheaper to drive.
Oh, 100% it is.
100%.
really?
Unless,
Family
I mean,
of
there
four.
and back?
A family. Let's say you're taking your family though,
Oh,
right?
I was
Oh,
talking
good.
about going by myself.
If you go by yourself,
Yeah,
it's probably
right.
close. But if you go with a family, it's $150 when a tank of gas would cost you less.
Yeah, good point. Hockey and
I don't know.
just thinking about going alone. Though.
Yeah, and get smashed.
Yeah, you get smashed on the way up.
I mean, you put
Smash
the
on the way
miles on
up.
your car, but
I guess diddle
Yeah.
yourself. I don't
Yeah,
know why you
diddle.
just pointed at my wiener, but whatever,
Well, your
Hinckley's
wieners
got a
get
casino
diddled.
stop.
Yeah.
I just wonder where. Like, I haven't seen the actual layout. I've just seen it stops in Coon Rapids, it stops in Hinckley, it stops in Duluth. Is it going
Cambridge
to
as well.
Is it going to drop you right off in Canal Park, or like where in Duluth are they dropping you off? Because that's how far am I walking to get to downtown Duluth?
Yeah, down Duluth.
Yeah, downtown Duluth.
If you were going, I
So
mean,
it's
what a
like
cool.
311 saying about
yeah.
Duluth.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt that they haven't even figured that out yet.
if the trains ran like at night, like all night or whatever, something like that, there was a late leaving train. Going to a concert at Bayfront would be perfect.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Get smashed and zonk out on the way back.
Yeah.
2 hours to sober up.
Or just
Yeah.
a Friday night, just to,
Yeah.
get up there, go and get hammered on Canal Park. There,
Canal?
I don't know
Canal
what's
Park.
going on with the Canal Park.
Yeah,
but,
why do you keep saying Canal Park's sweet?
It is the best, man.
Expensive as hell, though.
Yeah, we'll be there
In
in
the
a
summer?
month and a half.
For what?
Air show.
Yeah, we're all going.
Oh, that's
Are you
right.
Oh,
going?
yeah.
Nope, going.
Well, that's good. I like when you guys go.
Oh, good.
Trying to get there up there in a couple of weeks, but as you mentioned,
Yeah, it's astronomical.
I might just sleep in my car.
That would be good for you.
Hawk,
you
you
and
got any
Jewel,
tips?
not Richard
About sleeping
Jewel,
in my
the
car?
singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better if it rains.
Sleep face down, ass up.
And
What?
If you're tired enough, you can sleep anywhere.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
He sleeps in his car here.
Yeah, you can get a pillow
Yeah.
and lay down, go sleepy town.
Yeah.
Um,
Like the time Hawk and I slept in the Dragon Wagon, and Hawk was on TikTok or whatever and said goodbye to everybody before we went to
I
bed.
did,
And then
yeah,
like an
I had
hour
to.
later, we both got up and went back to the show.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Do you find sleeping in your car, though, disorienting? Because the only reason I bring that up is I haven't really done that since I was 19 when I commuted to the U the first year
Right.
with my buddy Chad. Not your friend Chad, it's a different guy. The
Okay.
timeline doesn't work out.
Oh, that'd be weird. Chad was probably like 4.
But so if he still had class and I was done, sometimes I had to just kind of sit in the car and hang out for a couple hours. It's actually part of the reason why I started falling in love with this station, to be honest with you. But if I napped for an hour, hour and a half, and I woke up in my car, I always freaked out. I always felt super disoriented. I didn't know where I was. There was that 10 seconds of like, what the fuck? Where am I? How long have I been here? Am I supposed to be asleep? I never woke up feeling rested because I always panicked.
Yeah.
You don't get that even in the morning if you're...
No,
Oh,
I don't.
man.
I don't think I sleep that deeply. You know what I mean?
But like when you do the Vikes games,
Yeah.
like let's say you do Green Bay on a Sunday night and you get back here at like 2,
Right.
where do you go? Do you come here or go home?
Most of the time I come here. Yeah.
And then sleep somewhere in here?
Yeah. Well, sometimes I sleep in that couch in there.
Yeah.
But most of the time I sleep in the car.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I'm pretty
Couch
good at
looks
sleeping.
solid.
I'm pretty good at
It's a
Do you
sleeping.
sleep
decent
sitting up
couch.
or do you lay down in the back seat?
I sleep sitting up.
Oh, wow.
I just recline a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a phenomenon called latchkey incontinence. Did you read this morning, Corey?
No.
Latchkey incontinence, which describes the feeling you get when you have to pee, and it gets worse and worse the closer
Oh.
you get to the toilet. You guys ever pull down your pants or take off your clothes to get in the shower, or something like that? Almost piss all over the place.
Yeah.
Because as soon as your pants are down,
Yeah,
you're like your
it's
dick's
the-
like it's time to go.
Yeah. It's the, yeah.
I get the first pee in the morning where once your brain knows I'm in the bathroom and it's go time, maybe
Yeah.
that's exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah.
Where if you don't pee in the next 10 seconds, it's going to be the most painful holding in of all time.
Yes.
Where during the day you can hold it for, I don't know, I could hold it for an hour or two, like if I'm in a spot that's nowhere near a bathroom. That first one in the morning, it's like, if you're fucking around here, I'm going to make you suffer.
Yeah.
Ugh.
First one's the worst one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It stings.
And I'm at 43 now. I'm starting to, a couple of times a night, I got to get up to pee. And that's never happened to me in my life.
Yeah, man.
And now it's like, not every night, but once in a while, it's like, God dang it, I can't sleep 3 more hours. I got to get up and take care of
You
this.
just
Yeah.
wait and see. You're going to be
Fuck.
sitting down to pee pretty
Yeah.
quick. Like,
Do you still do that?
Can't wait.
well, yeah, because I don't want to piss on the flow.
Yeah.
All
right.
most popular road trip snacks.
Hell yeah.
SNACKS.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chips, followed by chocolate, followed by cookies, followed by nuts or seed, followed by candy, and then fruit. Some weirdo put fruit in there.
Fruit on a
Fruit.
road trip.
The
No way,
best
man.
part of a road trip is stopping at a gas station and just loading up.
Loading up on shit.
Just random
Just
shit you would
random
never get.
shit.
Yeah, just stuff you would never eat normally. You just grab.
Yeah, like a truck stop hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't do that, but hey, you know what? I'm on the road. Got a long way to go.
No
Need to
way.
get some banging in. What?
What a fucking home run. You say it.
Coming to the Mystic Showroom
Oh, yeah.
on September 24th. 311
With
and
opener?
AWOL Nation.
Fuck.
How about that?
Home run. God, that's going to
Wow.
be badass, man.
That's pretty good. Also, they're bringing Chevelle too. Did you guys see that?
In 3 days, Grace.
yeah,
Yeah.
How about that?
311 and AWOL Nation. What
Yeah,
a
man.
freaking
man.
dream show
Good
for
you.
me.
Too bad you
What
got
is
to
that,
work
September
the Vikings
what?
game. Right,
September
Hawk?
24th?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
Vikings game that day.
Fuck that.
Hmm?
and
It's
it's
a
a noon
Sunday. It is a
start.
Sunday.
Yep, there's a Vikings game.
Noon start. Yeah, man. Sorry.
Badass.
Actually,
What about him?
so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that should be a fun
Yeah,
show.
wait a minute. Hold on.
They're bringing the rock acts, man.
The Rock?
The rock acts.
Oh. I was like,
So
The
you-
Rock's going to be
You
there.
bring the rock back.
Is he singing songs
I
from
didn't know he
Moana?
left. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know he went anywhere.
yeah. That'd be a fun show.
I heard 311 was supposed to be at a different place this summer. I wonder what changed.
Oh,
And
that's not a
it's-
thing anymore?
It is
No.
a bidding war like crazy.
Really?
Oh,
I heard they were
unbelievable.
slated to be at the Ledge again, and I was super pumped about that because that place kicks ass.
Yeah.
I wonder why they ended up there.
I think you started that rumor, actually.
Yeah, I think you did.
You
I
were the
think
one
you
that
just
did that. I don't
wanted
think anybody
that to
said
happen.
that.
I heard
think
it from
you
a
said
really good source.
Yeah, I know
really
your
good source.
source, yeah.
Is that right?
But I wonder what changed.
I got to add that bus show.
Bush?
No, the Buzz Show.
What the fuck
It's
is a
wh-
buzz show?
It's where it's right before you go to the military. You just all get haircuts.
Oh, that's
Oh.
hot. And
I
then
thought
you
it was
say,
about Buzz
I-
Lightyear.
Yeah, it's his origin story. By the way, Lightyear, that's a one-time watch.
Terrible.
No, it's just not fun.
Oh, we're-
It's not like Pixar fun. It's just kind of dark and slow.
Kelly and I are taking my sister to Little Mermaid on Sunday.
Yeah.
And she's forever 4.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
She's nervous, quote unquote, that it's scary.
It's the same as the cartoon.
All right. And we're getting large popcorn and
Damn right you
large
are.
DCs. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to that. I'm excited for it, but you just said it was okay.
It just, I thought it was okay.
All right.
It's like Halle Bailey. I always want to say
I
Halle
know, I
Berry.
keep doing that
Same.
too.
Halle Bailey is fine. Melissa McCarthy's fine. Javier Bardem's fine. I think all the acting is fine. It's just, I don't know. I struggle with this one more than some of the other live action ones that I just was bored knowing what the next scene was. I just never got excited for the rest of the movie because I'm like, okay, yep, she's going to give away her voice and then she's going to go on land. And it's like, I've seen that movie 1,000 times. So I just had a hard time having fun with it for the 1,001st time.
Yeah.
So I thought it was very average.
The
but
original
people like it.
Whales, though.
Yeah, I like the original better than this one. But you won't. I don't think you're going to dislike it. I just thought it was fine. But the 9-year-old freaking loved it. I think I have to go see it again in a week or two because she
Yeah,
wants to see it
my
again because
sister
she
will
couldn't
love it.
stop raving about
I
it.
still haven't seen the Mario movie either. And I don't want to pay. I think it's $30 on Peacock or something.
My peacock.
But yeah, you saw that, right?
Yeah, it was fine.
All right.
I got to go in a minute because I got a client coming in. You guys have to finish without me. But Paul Giamatti birthday today, man.
65.
He's 56 actually. But
When you think of Paul Giamatti, what do you think of?
Pig
Big
vomit.
vomit.
of course, yeah,
He's pig
he'll
vomit.
always be pig vomit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's kind of. I think I
From
would
Howard
say
Stern.
Billions first now for me, just
Oh, is that
because
right?
I've watched him do that so much the last 4 or 5 years or whatever it is. But yeah, part of me is always going to think that he's pig vomit. Do you remember when they tried to make him? Was it the Rhino? At the end of one of the was that Spider-Man?
I have no idea.
What-
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the bad guy at the
Huh.
end of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then that was it.
Wow.
Like it just didn't work.
Didn't work, huh?
And it was supposed to be like this kind of cliffhanger, like, what is this? Who is he? And everybody just, I think, universally said, we don't really care about that. Please don't do that
Yeah,
again.
don't
Yeah.
talk to
So
us
then
about
they
Paul
didn't bring him
Giamatti.
back. I don't think they ever brought him back.
the real pig vomit. Have you met him?
Never did. No,
Okay.
but he used to program Cool 108.
Who is it? What's his real name?
Doug
yeah.
Westerman.
It'll come back to me in a
Doug
minute.
Westerman.
Chad Abbott.
Chad
Shad?
Abbott. Yep.
I bet when I walk
Shad
out, it'll
Rabbit.
come back to me. But yeah, he worked at Cool 108 for the longest time. Son of a bitch.
Really?
Yeah. I forget the guy's name. Oh, I was almost there and then was gone again. Anyway.
Look it up.
I got to do this client thing.
Yeah, go
But
do a client.
He Pat here's got a story about a Pete Holmes comedian comedy show he
Who's
went to.
Pete Holmes?
This guy's hilarious.
Yeah, he's great. And he had a great television show for a while with Judd Apatow. I forget what the show was called. Comedian, maybe.
Not, is it like bombing? Something like that, though.
Yeah.
What was it called? Crashing.
Crashing.
Crashing?
Yeah, I think something like that.
I think it was called
yeah,
Crashing.
yeah.
Great show, man.
This
a couple
guy's
of seasons.
funny as shit.
Yeah,
Really,
he's
really
very
good.
funny.
And he saw him record a Netflix special this weekend. So I'll hand it off to you. Bye.
Pete,
Hi.
Pete Holmes.
Hi, Pat.
Hello. So yeah, that was a very cool experience. And his opener, you ever seen like the College Humor like jeggings video, like don't wear jeggings, that sort of thing?
No.
That was his opener.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you the
Where
guy's
was
name.
it?
Varsity.
Varsity, yeah.
Yeah.
He's super funny. I've seen him. I think we've played him before the show a couple times.
Oh yeah, that's
He's got some really good bits. Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool to like he restarting jokes from time
Yeah.
to time, which is obviously you would never do in
Yeah.
if you weren't recording it. But like stumble up on stories like I didn't like that, or it was funny. All of a sudden you'd hear like Pete, could you wipe some of the sweat off? Like and,
really?
like, and you're like and you're like thanks God, things like that.
Yeah.
He dabs some stuff up. They had turned the HVAC off because they didn't want the fan
Sound.
getting brought in.
Yeah.
And partway through the show, he's like, "Jesus Christ, it's hot in here!" Like,
Sure.
it you could feel the blanket kind of roll over.
So that's weird. I've been to a couple of stand-up comedians special tapings, but everyone I've ever been a part of is when they were going to film 2 or 3 nights and then compile the best of, right? Just
Yeah.
because, like you said, if he stumbles or if it doesn't work as much as it worked on a different night, you just kind of do a highlight reel. Got to wear the same outfit every night, of course, or whatever, to make it look like it's got continuity. But I've seen that, right? Or even in the same night, right? The 7 o'clock show and the 9 o'clock show, they're taping for both, and then they put them together. I didn't know that it was kind of a one-time shot like this.
He did do 2.
2 shows the same night?
Yep, 2 shows same night. And that was but he wanted to nail both of them, so then like he restarted, but it kind of, you could feel the punch being taken out of the room because like he'd repeat a part of the joke that wouldn't get as much laugh to it.
Right.
Then the punchline would follow in a huge roar, things like that. And then the other thing with the second half or the second show was there was the potential to be more jokes and for it to be longer, maybe some crowd work, because he didn't have to like, hey, I need to make a show after this sort of thing. And in that sense, and I guess I was told they think that they're going to use the second show because he was a little more comfortable with it. You know, his couple of jokes that maybe he screwed up the first time, he didn't the second time around. And I guess a beer can got thrown during the opener of the second show. He was making the opener was making a joke referring to gay people, not as a bigatory joke, but like just referring to gay people. And a woman stood up, started saying bigatory things.
Jesus.
And a guy hucked a beer can and I guess hit her.
Jesus.
And, like to shut her up, sort of thing. I don't know why. It just, when you guys were talking about Psy this morning, with people having this uncontrollable thought process that they can do whatever they want. And I personally would never think I'm just going to stand up and start screaming things, but
everybody thinks their opinion matters now, and everybody thinks their opinion has to be heard 24 hours a day.
We saw
shut your
Rosie,
fucking mouth.
correct. Rosie, my dad, and I went and saw Swartzen and Mystic in the Mystic showroom. It was fucking sweet. We had great seats because of Nick, but there was a woman and her boyfriend behind us. We're like, this is not what he'd say, but he'd be like, board games. And she'd be like, oh, board games. And then she would he'd come up with another punchline, and she would just go, ha, 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 I get that. The whole time. The whole fucking time. Just shut up. Go ahead.
We have some pretty major breaking news here in the sports world. The PGA Tour has agreed to merge with Saudi-backed rival Live Golf in a deal that would see the competitors squash pending litigation and move forward as a larger golf enterprise. The two entities signed an agreement that would combine the PGA Tour and Live Golf's commercial businesses and rights into a new, yet-to-be-named for-profit company. The agreement includes DP World Tour, also known as the European PGA Tour. Of course, Live Golf, backed by the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, an entity controlled by the Saudi Crown Prince, and has been embroiled in antitrust lawsuits with the PGA Tour in the last year. The deal announced Tuesday would end all pending litigation. PAF is prepared to invest billions of new capital into the new entity. Terms of the deal were not disclosed. This is all from CNBC. As part of the agreement, the three groups will establish a fair and objective process for any players who want to reapply for membership with the PGA Tour or DP World Tour following the end of the 2023 season. The deal, of course, comes after Live golfer Brooks Koepka won the PGA Championship recently.
Breaking news on a podcast. That'll work.
Yeah, well,
fascinating.
That is.
I'm sure we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Wow,
a lot of reaction.
That's a big deal.
A lot of people going, so many questions. The answer to all of them right now is no idea yet, and it just seems like everybody is pretty shocked. So,
well, there's part of tomorrow's show. All right.
More breaking news. Halloween night
Yep.
at the X. Tool.
Halloween night?
Halloween night.
Why? Damn it.
You can go.
I got a 9-year-old.
Yeah, so
Can't miss Halloween.
bring her.
Yeah.
What night of the week is
It's a
it?
Tuesday.
Yeah,
God
That
dang it.
sucks. I don't want to go. Fuck, that's too late. That's too late. That's
you
too
have
late.
no excuse.
I get back from Vegas that day. I'll be too fucking tired. No.
That's a shit excuse.
No, I wouldn't go anywhere.
You love Tool.
Yeah.
I was
Will
talking
you
to
go?
you, Sauce.
No. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you hate Tool.
I'm a Tool guy.
One of the best live shows I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
of all time. Have you seen them, Pat?
I have not.
Oh, they're fucking
Seen them
incredible.
twice. They're phenomenal.
They're incredible.
I'm a late bloomer to the Tools.
Yeah, it's
I love
it's
Tool.
an experience.
Zach's a full Tool guy.
Yeah, I'm not totally.
You'd
Where
get
they-
it.
where they
You'd
do
get
it,
it if
but
you went.
I get part of. I saw him. I mean, I saw him
Where?
live at. Maynard does a Perfect Circle as well, right?
But you hate Bruce Springsteen and you went.
Hey,
Correct.
but-
Which is why
I
mean,
love
like I said,
Maynard.
I've seen Tool.
I love
got
Maynard.
bored. I left
I'm
early.
not a Perfect Circle fan.
Perfect
never got
Circle
into
has
them.
like
Yeah.
6 great songs.
I just,
got
I'm
one
just saying, I saw
really
both of
good
them.
song.
Yeah.
Because they did Northern Invasion up in Somerset,
Yeah, with your
and they
dad.
did a Perfect Circle Saturday, Tool Sunday, and I. Like I said, I mean, I don't blame you. I know it sounds cool, and I'm sure when that came out, that was like amazing. But growing up on other radio stations here in the market who wouldn't stop playing it, and,
Oh, it's the
Got
best.
burnt out?
It's the
Yeah.
best. But yeah, there's plenty of bands like that I fucking can't stand that everybody loves.
Such as?
Oh, I can't go into it. Well, you know my Atmosphere story, right? The rapper,
yeah,
the group or whatever they
Yeah.
are. I hate them.
What?
Only because all my goddamn brother listened to when we were in like middle school and high school was Atmosphere. And I think the main guy is Slug, I think is his
Yeah.
name. So me, Rosie, a couple other people go see Swartzen at First Ave when he played First Ave. We get done, we go backstage with him, we're hanging out. Nick calls me over. I've had a couple of drinks, and he goes, "Paul, what do you don't like Atmosphere, do you?" I'm like, "Atmosphere's fucking terrible." And he goes, "This is Slug or whatever." And I'm like,
whoa.
and he laughed. He's a big listener. And I'm like, "Fuck." But he was cool about it. He's like, "Yeah, I get
Jeez.
that." But I was like, "God damn it, Nick, you dickhead."
Well,
Yeah.
how would I mean?
yeah.
How about just
No, he
hold
knew.
your opinion for a second?
No, but he knew that that's how I felt because I've told him about it. But yeah, it was fun.
I went to elementary school with his son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're I mean, whatever. They're fine, but like my wife loves them. Oh, somebody I can't stand. R.I.P. Mac Miller is awful. Awful. It's the worst music of all time.
That's not,
It's like
It's terrible.
50-50.
It's
the
terrible.
Spins.
It's terrible. Mac
Knock,
Miller's horrible.
knock.
Horrible.
Who's there?
the kicking
right.
incredibly dope shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Horrible.
The
Horrible.
Mac Miller was awesome, man. It sucks he's not here anymore.
Mac and Me, great movie.
Oh yeah, Paul Rudd's favorite.
Fantastic.
What about Marley and Me?
I've never seen it. I can't
The dog
see that.
dies in the most horrific way possible.
I can't see that.
The horrific?
Yeah.
Bungee cord accident.
Yeah.
Yep, it snaps.
Oh, how's his face? Is his face okay?
Is that what happened to?
Oh, there's none of it left. It was a mess. I think they.
Ick.
Oh yeah, it took weeks to clean up.
Is his face okay?
Yeah, I think it's fine. He's coaching football now.
Okay.
That was the Power Trip After Party. Bye.